Yo, yo, yo to the yo, 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 and a for you. Wee. I made it. I did. Okay, so we've gone through 2 minutes, almost 2.5 minutes of me being on mute. Not a great way to start. Welcome, welcome to StreamYard AI Thumbnail Creator Tutorial Prep with Beauty Bubble. Um, this Sunday during the StreamYard Ask StreamYard, formerly known as the StreamYard Town Hall, Dan Briggs did an excellent walkthrough of this new tool. And I highly recommend that you watch it. And yet, some of the things that um, uh, are part of kind of the mystery of thumbnail creation are things that I'm fascinated by. And I want to, I know this is going to sound very bold, I would like to be on YouTube. And when you look up StreamYard and you're trying to sort out their AI features and you're trying to look at thumbnail creation, that my name will pop up just like that. So I'm going to be working really hard and creating either one superior tutorial or a series of tutorials, or maybe I'm crunching and getting in there and really trying to, uh, you know, um, elevate the tool as high and as far as it can go for everyone. That's what's really cool is that you can go in and it's possible, I do believe, to create thumbnails that are completely expressive, useful, power packed, and can find their way onto the YouTube landing page, and you will be recognized. And people may decide to spend a moment with you and go ahead and click into your content. So, and all the reasons why people scramble for great thumbnails. So, let's go ahead and first things first, we'll do some admin stuff and go live here and see where we're at. And put myself here, make here. Yes, okay, good. We have good levels. Change my chat from top chat to live chat. And make sure that we have our description is all working well today. We have our hashtags, we have our title, and the admin stuff, the timestamps will be posted there. Okay, so we're good. And do my welcome. First things first. I'm going to welcome. I just do this. I don't know exactly why, but it just kind of adds something over to the chat. And I think there are plenty of things that I need to improve and add on to my channel that has been dormant forever. So, how do we get started? Let's figure that out. Okay, so we want to create a thumbnail. I'm going to go ahead and hide this because this is a copy of the thumbnail that is out on YouTube that stays with the content, by the way. That's why it's kind of powerful and why people do all this testing and uh, figuring out which thumbnail gets the most recognition, because the after that your title would come into play, and after that, of course, your audience being acknowledged, being notified, and then being able to come into your content, whether it's live or live and archived or recorded content. So there, I do believe that there is a step of where most people kind of go, right? They go to the landing page, they hope to see their subscribers, they hope to be notified, and come into the content. However, we know that it's a frightful mess, and many people complain. I I've never had to complain about notifications, but um, I'm also on YouTube looking and sorting through the people that I subscribe to, which are many, and of course the topics that I'm interested in for that day because they do seem to go along with the trending topics and what's happening over at X and I'm constantly looking for content and new content. Not so much the creator of the content. Isn't that funny? Because I do understand that everyone will deliver content differently from day to day. They could have an off day and their content sucks. It could be someone that is very mild mannered and then they have content that just resonates with them and then they're shining and you're just, you want to listen to them talk about anything because they're that good of a communicator that day. So we will start from the very beginning here, which is what we've been doing for the last couple of days. And we will go ahead and I will open up another StreamYard window and we will go live with it here. So we're going to share that. I'm going to stop the presenter that I had before and we're going to share the screen and it's going to be this screen and we're going to take off the audio and share, come back to here and add it to the stage. So this is where everyone starts. It's in the streams and recordings portion of your StreamYard home screen studio, and we want to create. Now, what's kind of fun about these tutorials is that I'm creating the thumbnail for tomorrow, and we'll just keep doing that. And as I'm able to refine and discover things, that's where I hope that the ultimate tutorial will be of value. So, step number one, get into your streams and recordings right here. And let me make sure that I have the window. So, streams and recordings right here. You can see that streams and recordings. You don't want to go to upcoming or the past. You want to go to create. Create. And you can see right down here is the live that we are in exactly right this moment. So, we're going to create. Remember, this will be for tomorrow's 9:55 a.m. So create, create. Here we are, create, and we want to go to live stream. You want to select your destination, which in this case, because the thumbnails are going to be for YouTube, we are selecting YouTube. As I've been doing, I'm making it a period, the title as a period, because we are simply bookmarking the title and the description to be filled in later on. This will be a public stream, and here's where all of it starts. Schedule for later. There we go. That drops down the scheduler and the start time. So it's not going to be today, it will be tomorrow, the 3rd, and it will be at, I think we did what, 9:55? 9:55. Go down here to 9:55 a.m. And next thing up is thumbnail. If we were going to upload a thumbnail, this would be from something that we've already created according to the little pop-up here, recommended 1280 by 720. If you already have something in your art file, upload. But look at this new next little thing here. Create with AI. Create with AI. So we're going to create live stream. So I understand create and create. Create first, okay? Not create the live stream. Create with AI goes first. Then we have this beautiful window called Create Thumbnail. And you notice I can go back if I don't know exactly what I'm doing. The default is this famous blue. So that's what you're hit with first. The period marker that you're seeing here is actually the title. And we'll go ahead and we'll add 3 more periods for an ellipsis. And now you can see that this is where your title goes. And you'll notice how the layout is, it's all the way where it's a max of 2 people centered. Okay, I do not have a person added on yet, but it's a max of 2 people centered. The next layout would be a max of 2 people centered where the person is on the right. So start with the first one. Let's look at this justified left. Okay, the next one is where the people are justified right. The next layout goes into, no, let's see, okay, because I want to walk you through this properly here. Because walking you through the layouts without a picture is harder to do. It really is harder to do. So we're going to go ahead and we'll add this guy so it's better to see. Now we'll put an outline around him. This layout is a 2-person layout. That means a 2-picture layout, justified left with the gradient. So we have the dark blue to the light blue, if you guys can see that. Dark blue to light blue. Now let me, I didn't want to do this yesterday, but why don't I go ahead and use a tool? And we just want to have it be like maybe a yellow color, and that works. Oh, bright yellow color, and that works there. And we're going to have an arrow. All right, let's see if this works. So this is your gradient here. I wanted to have a, let me still try this. I'll create the sizes bigger. Okay, so it doesn't want to work on here. Why not? That does not want to work. All right, let me go ahead and get out of that. Okay, go back, enter studio. No, I didn't want to enter studio, did I? Don't want to do that. I'm going to go back to create, live stream, YouTube, create. Dudes, this is where I ran into trouble yesterday too. Oh, okay, hold on just a moment. Let me go home. Go create, live stream. Go to YouTube. It's like it went away again. Let me do this. 1, 2, 3, and 3. And public and schedule for later. Schedule for tomorrow. Schedule at 9:55 a.m. and create with AI. We are not using our little marker pen. Another thing I have to add on to the list. So we'll go ahead and plunk our little lion in here and outline him so that we can see that this very first layout, layout number 1, is justified left and it is a gradient layout. So the blue color over here is substantially darker than over here on the upper left-hand side. The next layout is also a 2-person layout. You'll notice that now it's justified left for the title, justified right for your person, and a solid color. This one here has now taken your solid blue with gradients and these beautiful orbs. There's your ellipsis, and you'll notice that if I was to ask for a title, you will see that now it is on a slant, and that's why the little icon here is slanted over. The next one is a maximum of 4 people. Okay, remember we only have our one little critter. There's your title now, and you'll notice that it is the white background because I believe the blue, if we were to change the to black, I believe it switches out. We'll definitely look into that. The next layout is a title on the left, concentric circles now. And today we're going to be studying how are these colors in this way, and how do I know why these colors have been decided in this way, because it will affect what you use as your base. Then the next one is where it is text only. And this is really fun. Now look at that. It's taken the blue, it's completely different. Let's go side to side. Absolutely, completely the different. It's a different mood. It has a different emphasis, and obviously it's going to change based on your base color. So we'll go back. We're going to go to layout number 2 because this establishes your base color. And I think that maybe this is the safest layout in the very beginning of when you're trying to design something that is appealing to you. It's quite obvious, right? That we could just stay with this blue and any of these would work. This is a gorgeous thumbnail. This is a gorgeous thumbnail. I mean, it just goes on and on. This is gorgeous too, and this is just magnificent. So you could just stay in default for the rest of your time and be very happy. However, this is what happens when we begin to modify. The first modification would be to show your date and time. And this is the same thing. 2 lines. We have our titler. We have our show date and time. I'll start up with the first one. Here it is there. Here it is here. Here it is here. Gorgeous. There we go there. It's absolutely lovely. Here we go here. This is the only one that I've seen. I'm sorry. The ones that are on the bottom right. So that would be layout number 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Sorry. That maybe you'll have a little bit of trouble with your banners and your crawler. If you were to if you were to download this and use this as a show card. So that might be a little bit of an issue there, but I haven't thoroughly tested it out to see other different ways that you can manage that. But that is the first modification is we're going to just stay with the blue, but we're going to show date and time. Show date and time. And click out of show date and time and take you down to the title. We know for a fact that we can put characters and emojis. We know from yesterday, I believe, that we have a 102 character limit. And you can see that the less the characters, the more bold the title. The less the characters, the more bold the title is. If we add more characters, then the font begins to change. Where that begins to change, I'm not really quite sure, and I thought I would plunk on over and grab some text from my Etsy landing page. Come back over, and we know that a title is necessary, and so at what point um, does the font begin to modify? I'm not really too sure, but if I were to do this again, there we go. The font is not still in the same position. The font has lessened up. And of course, these are for the thumbnail. It does not have to be what the name of your show is on YouTube. Do that again. I did this yesterday, and it will go even smaller and smaller until it becomes practically, oh, look at that, just practically unlegible. So we go back. This is kind of a good way for you to see kind of what you like and how much text you'd like to use, but it's still in the center. I will leave it so there are like 3 lines of this. Let's see. Yeah. So no, just 2. Stop at 2. Okay. 2 or 1. Hold up. So that's just 1. Remember, solid blue. 1 guest. We'll start off at the layout again. This is the first layout. It goes here, so it's a little different than this one, right? It's justified to the right with your guest on the left, gradient. Second layout is full color, left on the text, right on your picture of your guest. Text only goes in the center, and here's where it changes from the black, from what was white to black. Very, very different looking thumbnails, completely different. And you can see now, maybe if you squint, that if you were to choose this thumbnail and download this thumbnail, you can use this in any place on the internet, and it's going to look fantastic. It's going to be clean, well designed, perfected, like all of the things that you would need, and you could just stop there. We see a lot of people that they add and they keep adding, and they think by adding that's giving people more information, and it's frequency. So they're, for me, and I'm speaking just from my way of approaching, is that it's okay to put everything in a thumbnail for you, but you must begin to cull and curate for your audience. And certainly you have to cull and curate for people that are new to you. So I'm going to show you why. So here we have celebrate every moment with gifts from small shops. This is a typical Etsy byline. Okay. However, look at what happens when I start to change. Celebrate every moment. Celebrate every moment. Celebrate every moment. Okay? T. This can be as impactful. Now, if I was to celebrate every moment with beauty on Tuesdays, and all of a sudden you can see, oh, celebrate every moment, that how much of this are you really going to read? Now, a new person to your content might go celebrate every moment with beauty on Tuesdays. Wow, what's that all about? Maybe I want to do that. But there's too many maybes in the graphics rather than celebrate every moment. Then maybe your second thumbnail and so forth. But my point is that you could actually just stop right here. It's beautifully laid out. Download it and use it everywhere that you share. Okay, we'll move to the fourth layout here, which is this one here. Quite a bit different. Remember, we're getting into those. This is what I want to try. We're going to work into the colors. I have a couple of websites. We're going to talk about what colors you're actually seeing here, because there's your blue, but then of course you have this pinky, fleshy purple color here happening. The next layout is maximum of 2 people, but now you have the blue and the yellow. Once again, the background here is yellow. Very different moment. Like the message on the thumbnail may not be enough. And so by going here, it could be celebrate, and it could be every Tuesday. Okay. And then in my text, my subtext, I'm able to actually start to lay out more details. So we're going to just stop with celebrate right there. And you can see now it's bleeding a little bit into this one word is bleeding a little bit into your profile picture. That's worth noting. And then here we have this text only. So a lot of impact. You have opacity with this one. The stark white is beautiful. I think it does change with the colors though. And let me see if I can try and explain sort of kind of what's happening here. Okay, we'll move on to the next color. So we are in this blue, and we're going to go ahead and save this hex because maybe we just want to stay within the blue color. I'll come back over here and make a banner, and that this is the basic blue. This is the basic blue. And I'm going to eliminate some of these things. And our basic blue is this color here. This is the default blue. And there we go. And we're going to go into our branding and we're going to change it in the branding right here. So we have to cover that. Okay. All right. So we were in create, live stream, come down, create with AI, and there we go there. All right. So now that we know our blue color, celebrate with that hex code. Celebrate color. Show the time and date. There we go down there. Not show the time and date, etc. So now we know that that's that hex code, but we want to get a little bit closer to our branding or where our emphasis is. So let's go over to the studio and we're going to stop screen sharing that. I'm going to show you some of the ways that you can shop around for color. And shop around. But before we do that, let's make sure we can hear one another. All right. So we know that that's the blue 1461E1. Right? We're going to take our color picker, and because this is the well, each one of the layouts actually has some great colors on it. So we're going to pick this layout, and the color that is being used, there are several colors here. Actually, you know, I'm going to take the hottest pink over here and take the hottest color, which is this color over here. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, and grab him. And know that we're looking at two colors right now from the blue, which is going to be somewhere in here. Somewhere up in here is going to be the blue color, and that's 146. So let's see if we can, if my color picker is going to be good enough to find 1461. 1461, where are you? I don't see you. 1461, here we go. 119, 1A. Okay, so where is 146? 146, 1A, 146, 1E. There's the 14s. So we're going to grab him from here. And that's about as close as I can get right now because I can't locate the hex. That would be a good and then we will go to the we went to the very hot pink. We'll go to the cooler purples up here. Grab him, and we'll have 4. All right. So there we go on that. So these are the, just from a color picker, they're not ideal. We definitely know our first color here, right? We know our first color because we get it down here. The color library, this 1461E1. And then the other colors were selected from a color picker as closely as I could get. We have the hot pink on the left, we have our base blue, and we have the cooler purple up here from the left. We could have walked around and grabbed more colors. I don't think that we need to, but we just have to have some idea of how to model the AI a little bit. No, in a way, we're not fooling anything at all. I do believe that someone that knows color theory created the gradients and chose colors, and I'm going to share a couple of things that could have been happening with the color creation. So those are the ones there. But what we want to do is we'll just modify and go to what was the last purple color, the 4716F. Grab him, come over here and go ahead and modify this right away and change him. There we go. Oop, completely different look. And there we go there. Completely different look. Same colors that came from the original default blue. Selected a purple, and now, of course, it goes from the purple to orange, which are complementaries. So this purple and this grayed out orange over here are complementaries, but they're just different, same hue, and then you have tint and shade. So tint adds white, shade adds black. Tint adds white, shade adds black. So up in the upper right here, you're having the same hue with black added. As it models over, we have more white added, and then it's going into the complementary, adds more white to the intense over here on the left, even down in here, and then it's adding black. Beautiful. Let me say, you guys are geniuses. These are gorgeous gradients. They really, really are. So let me grab this, all of this, and make sure that we put them over on a banner so we can have them for all time. And we're just going to put them on screen so that you guys can have them. And I go back over to my branding and I'm going to change the color. And the color is going to be the 471. Okay, yeah. And we're going to change it here. There we go. And that is that beautiful purple. So I've changed my branding color. I've changed the default from one of the purples that were used, and I have something, the mood of it is absolutely completely different. Your show is completely different, let alone using the themes, etc., etc., to make things all look absolutely gorgeous. So let's go back here. We're very happy. We know that this is a very jumbled up titler, and I want to show you how the emojis can be used. I grabbed all of my emojis from Twitter. They seem to have the most stable emojis anyway for me. And we go profile, so you can write a go home part. Pardon me, go home. What's happening, and put an emoji. In my case, it would be a purse emoji. That would seem to make sense. Grab him, copy, and bring him over and make him a title. So there we go on our emoji. We'll walk through the layouts again. Here's the max of 2 people with the gradient and the emoji on white. Max of 2 people, the solid color. There's the emoji on the ankle, which I absolutely love. I love anything that's floating and has that blender thing going on. Here are your maximum of 4 people. Absolutely gorgeous. 2 people. Whoa, look at this. Now our emoji has gone for the color in the background because it's taking it as a transparency. And here's the text only. So let's see which one we really like, we're falling in love with. I love that so much. And we'll go to the text only here while we're working on our people, because we still have quite a few to do. So we're going to go ahead and not so much, let me go back to the maximum of 4 people. And we will put a period right there. So let's work on pictures of you and your guests. Pictures of you and your guests. Okay. Let's see. How am I going to do the pictures of you and your guests? Take down the banner. Thank you. And pictures of you and your guests. All right. I want to show a couple of things. Pictures of you and your guests. Now let me go ahead and trash him out there so that you don't see him. And oof, so sensitive. Create and no, 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 no. Create live stream. Oh, I lost it again. I lost it. Um, oh, I can still go on to edit. Oh, I can't. Oh. My people. My people. That is too sensitive. It's too sensitive. All right. We're going to go edit and grab this color here. I'm going to grab the purple. Here. Go to my brand. My brand is still good. Go over here and come here and put my brand in. And go here. And go max of 4 people. And we'll go into just a period. So pictures of you and your guests. Let us go ahead and X out of all of the little creatures I have here, including Marilyn. No, we're going to keep Marilyn in there for now. We're going to upload a picture. Upload a picture. We're going to go to our desktop because we have a couple of pictures that I wanted to show you. Now, know how it says profile picture. So I don't want you to stop there. We're going to upload a screenshot of the Etsy logo, and we're going to open it up. It will take you to crop profile picture. If we scroll down, it's already on a remove the background. Remove the background is on default. Of course, it can be rotated, and we're going to save. So let's make sure you understand. We're adding a profile picture, but in this case, we're adding the Etsy logo. It's automatically going to remove the background for you because the white, you see the white, and then it goes into the transparency squares, and we're going to save. So now it has landed here in the center position. But remember, we have maximum of 4 guests. So we're going to go ahead and add Marilyn. And we'll go ahead and add another picture. And in this case, it will be a picture of one of our products. And we will open him. Once again, the default will be to, let's cross our fingers here that it will show up. It's a little more difficult. There we go there. And we're going to crop him because there's some of this we don't need. And I don't know if that's going to crop or not. So the background is already moved and it should have cropped down, but I don't see how that can happen. Even though we have the handles there, it's not cropping down, and we're going to save. And there we go. It's immediately put it up there. I'm going to have the Etsy. We have the 3, not 4, just 3. And we're going to put Etsy in the center. Etsy goes in the center. Goes in the center. Marilyn's on the left. And let's say we want to shuffle Marilyn over there to be on the right-hand side. Okay. And this is without the outline. Let's go ahead and add some outline. Ready? Outline. This will be your offset. Now, look at that picture, how that worked out there. That is so interesting. Do you see that little element up there? So you might want to try and do that. Now we can decide to add the background. That's interesting. So now all of a sudden I have, let me go ahead and get rid of Marilyn. And I have Etsy. I want Etsy to be here. And then there's my product. I think what it's picking up is that little funny piece of greenery up there. And we can make this better. We'll go ahead and Hazelcroft Littles on Etsy. And we kind of like all of that. And let's go ahead and we're not quite ready to apply, are we? So let's go back because we're not quite ready to apply. Let's go back and we're going to create. And there's the layout here. We want to check out the other layouts to see what we really like and what works. And this is what's kind of clever about walking this through and thinking about it differently, because now it's a show card and a thumbnail and a social post, etc. Now, not the best imagery selected. I think I would like to go ahead and remove the background there, and I'll work on this little bit that's up here, make sure that we get rid of that. And we'll go through the layouts again. Remember, that is the gradient layout. There's the solid layout, and that's very interesting there. There's the Hazelcroft Littles layout. There is the 4th layout with the maximum of 4 people. And I could add another, go ahead and add Marilyn in there now. And then we have our triadic from the purple and the text only. Remember, that's the 2 people. So for me, it's the logo and the product. Logo and the product with maximum of 2 people. Maximum of 4 people adds the Marilyn. And we'll go ahead and we'll keep Marilyn in my little library, but eliminate her from the slots. And there we go, Hazelcroft Littles on Etsy. Now, do I have to say on Etsy? Well, I've got the logo already, right? So no, I don't have to say that. I can keep it all very, very cool. And what is Hazelcroft Littles? And do purse charms. And you can see that maybe I have to look at another layout because I'm not really happy with the way that that kind of totally looks. So it's a matter of rewording the text, maybe. See, that doesn't look so bad there on the left so much, but then we're covering up the Etsy logo. So I would probably spend a little bit more time and small sentiments. So there we go on that. So now we're getting a little bit more organized and probably better with the purple and the Etsy orange and so forth, just naturally because the orange of Etsy and the purple are work together on the color wheel. So let's say we're just super happy with that, but you can see we want to revisit the fact that I used a logo and I used a picture of a product. And the genius of this is that even though it says pictures of you and your guests, you can add color only, products, logos, portraits, graphics. In fact, what I want to do is go ahead and add another one. This is different. This is a screenshot of the snowflake that is on our gift envelope. So it's all ready. Remove the background for me. I'm going to scroll it down. I'm going to save it. It's going to add it. And now I have. Now this is interesting. And the reason being is uh, remove background. It filled it in all white because it is the offset, so it's plunked in there the entire way. So that's how the offset is a little different. And then maybe I want to tell the story a little differently, so I'm going to modify that a little bit. And maybe I'm really talking only about the seasonal moment, how we're bringing the products online for the season. And maybe I want to add a couple products. Maybe I want to take down the snowflake and add another product. So let's look at another photograph just to make sure that we have this all correct. And let me put myself on mute for just a moment. Okay, so we're going to add another product, right? And grab another product. Grab something else. We're going to upload a picture right over here. Plus sign, upload a picture. And we want to grab a picture from our downloads. And we want to just have this be something completely different. I'm going to add him and see what happens. This is a very complex Highland steer picture. It's an AI picture. It's removed the background, but of course it hasn't come interior to the art. And we're going to go ahead and save him. So this is something where there is nothing on the interior for it to remove the background, and it's added the white around, which in this case, removing the background isn't really necessary, and also having all of the ones outlined in this way is maybe a little cacophony. Go ahead and move him up there in the center, remove him. And there, now we have that one there. Very complex. We'll remove him, but it shows you that it's a image, pretty complex image. Looks beautiful. This is with the removal of the background and the outline. Here it is without the outline, which is lovely. And we're going to go ahead and add the snowflake. And now the snowflake has been added with the removal of the background. Oh, there we go. Okay, that works now. But if I go to outline both, then it goes and it fills in the snowflake. So whether it is a real person from a profile picture, or go ahead and add Marilyn back again, it can be a profile, it can be a picture. Lovely. This is a JPEG from AI, snowflake, hand-drawn snowflake from Procreate. So whatever it might be in your library, you can add it into pictures of you and your guests. pictures of you and your guests. We'll outline everybody now and we'll modify the where everybody is. Because that's the only one you can do with 3 people. Here's the one with the maximum of 2. Here's it over here. And here is it over here. Completely different moods and feel. And it allows for you to come in and take one out. Go ahead and remove Marilyn. And there we go there. We'll even move him. So now we have no pictures. All right. Let's go ahead and take our titler out. Remember how we did our little purse charm. Head over to X and grab our purse charm here. Put him there. And we are not ready to apply yet because we have not made a decision as to what we want to do. What do we want our thumbnail to look like for tomorrow? What do we want to do? We're going to figure that out soon. Let's see. Let's go ahead and add Etsy, the purse charm. Hazel Croft Littles launching summer 2024. Okay. Add him. No. Ooh. Be nice to have a little bit more control there, huh? A little bit more control. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and add an emoji, the orange emoji. And grab him so it matches up with the Etsy. And put him here so that'll force a character return. No, I want him to be at right before shop. And there we go, with a space. Shop launch summer 2024. There we go. Oof. Did it again. Did it again. I don't know what the deal is there. What is going on with that? I'm going to enter the studio. I'm going to edit. Create with AI. Oh, no. All right. Where is it? Where? So it's not really editing, is it now? It's not really editing. Edit. Schedule for later. Tomorrow. Yeah, just took it from the... Oh, lordy. I'm not going to get upset. No reason to get upset. going to take the color, which is this color here. I'm not going to get upset. No reason to get upset. I'm going to go to my colors. There we go. Go here, here, here. We like this color here. We're going to go for the Etsy. And we're going to go for an outline. And we're going to go to create thumbnails. Create. Okay, that's good. So that's going to be tomorrow's show. StreamYard AI thumbnails for Etsy. StreamYard thumbnails for Etsy. I want to save that. And we're going to go ahead and apply. So that's the one that we've chosen. Chosen this one here, the wavy background. Let's make sure that that's what we really like. StreamYard AI thumbnails for Etsy. That's good though too. And we're going to give this one a try. This one here. Okay. And apply. And change our title. And our description is just a placeholder. And April 3rd, 9:55. And here's our thumbnail. There's our edit bay. Edit. And we can save the changes. And I believe we're going to be able to download in just a moment. I think so. Okay. So save changes. Save changes. Did you see how it said upload the thumbnail? Did you just see that? Let's go back and we're going to change the thumbnail. I don't want to do that though. We're going to edit, and somewhere here it should say for me to download. Oh. No. I guess I'll go to apply. Going to go to apply. StreamYard, schedule for later, thumbnail, save changes, change thumbnail, which is not what I want to do. I'm going to save the changes. Oh, okay. That's okay. We're good. We're good. I'm just going to wait just a moment. We're kind of in suspense right now. Let me go ahead and remove that. And I will put today's cover girl, today's thumbnail up. And we're going to be coming around to the end in just a few moments because we've been in over an hour. All right, so we did not get to our color um, websites. And maybe what I'll do is we'll stop that and we'll go ahead and go into the sites that I'm looking at in order to be able to share why these colors turn these colors. And maybe, oh, I don't know if I want to do that right now. I don't know if I want to do it right now. Wait a moment and then try again. Save changes. Saving. Okay. We should be good then. But we didn't get a chance to download it. So I don't get that. Okay, we are ready to go. Tomorrow's video, our live, will be, I'm going to go to the YouTube studio, go to my content, go to live, and tomorrow's upcoming live will be right here. And we want to give you a heads up. And it is live on the channel April 3rd. That's tomorrow at 9:55 a.m. PST. And we will work on the description and the tags and all of those things, but it is in the queue to go live tomorrow. That would be StreamYard AI thumbnails for Etsy. That's what we will be covering tomorrow and spending all that time on color. So it should be a lot of fun. More than likely, I'll go live later on this evening to make sure that the sites are how I should have them and the colors that I've chosen. So I think we're good. We are good. We're in the scheduler right now. X out of that and go ahead and say my goodbyes. Thank you very much. If you have stopped by or if you find the stream somehow, I appreciate it. To the 380 subscribers that we've been able to hold on. We're like on a rowboat out in the middle of the big sea to stay with me. I so appreciate it. For the last hour plus few minutes, I will kind of condense it all down and keep working so that I can bring you the number one tutorial on StreamYard's newest feature, their AI thumbnail creator, the tutorial by Beauty Bubble. I hope for it to be just, a blowout performer and try and just get better every single day. So, thank you guys so much. Bye bye now.